How are you all doing, folks, and welcome back to the channel. So you'll probably notice the audio is slightly different than usual, and that's because of the audio problems I've been having since the GoPro and mic adapter got absolutely soaking wet on the recent trip I did to Scotland in the snow. So if you've not seen those couple of videos, then please have a look back in the back catalogue. But anyway, we're just going to overdub this first section. I do actually manage to get the audio working after the next stop, which is just over the hill. So yeah, it's just great to be back out on the 48. Not been out on it for a few weeks. Weather's been absolutely just rain, snow, sleet, ice, and as you can see, today is a beautiful day to be out on the bike. Blue skies, dry roads, but still a lot of ice about, and the roads were gritted pretty much last night with a lot of salt on the roads as well, so just got to be a bit careful. But anyway, so the purpose of today's ride is just to stretch the legs on the 48 a little bit, because it's been sat in the garage while the Tiger's been getting all the fun this winter. But with days like this, who can blame me? But yeah, pondering thoughts as well, as you do. You sat here in them dark winter nights there with your glass of whiskey, thinking, looking at all the pictures of all the new models and bikes that Harley's bringing out, and then thinking, is it time to change the 48? Do I keep this bike forever and a day for another 20 years, or do we change it? And the same with the Tiger. You know, I've been thinking, I got the Tiger 800, we've got the 900 Rally Pro, which I absolutely love. The reason I've got the two bikes is because obviously I can use the Tiger in the conditions that I can't use the Harley, which the past videos prove that. But is it time to start thinking about something different? Maybe, I don't know, Lowrider ST, Lowrider S, Street Glide, Road King? So many to choose. Or do I just keep the 48 forever and a day? Maybe just look at even the 900 Rally Pro Tiger, just upgrade that one, and still have the two bikes for two different vlogs and two different types of riding. I don't know. But for this one anyway, let's just enjoy the ride with the 48. Let's get over this hill and then get the vlog started off with some proper audio. I'll see you in a bit, folks. Right, well, that's enough of that one. I think there's just a layer of ice over the top of the reservoir down there as well. But time to move on. I think I'll head back down to the other reservoir. I can't remember the name of it now. Is that one that was empty nearly a couple of months back?
think we'll do that, and then just do that as the circular, and then get back home and get a brew on and get this bike washed off, because it's turning white with all the salty crap on the roads. So I'm really looking forward to the fling this year. We didn't obviously do it last year. I went with Stuart. We just did the two of us on the adventure bikes, and I think there's 17 or 18 of us that are booked on to my tour this year. I just brought the smoke visor down and I can't see out of it, and we're going this way out of the sun anyway, so not too bad. I don't know what's going on there with the tractors, man, but anyway. It sure is a lot of fun when you open up the throttle on this bike. You do forget how much it's got. Anyway, just going on to this year's tour, we're going back over to the west coast. We will be doing the Bilakna Bar, the Pass of the Cattle, or the Applecross Pass again, so that's going to be fun with the Applecross Peninsula, staying in a couple of hostels and whatever, so a little bit more fun and the usual stop on the first run up there. So it's going to be an epic trip, and that is for June, so not too long to wait for that. Really looking forward to that one. Again, I don't know what bike, whether it's going to be on this or on the Tiger. I might even have another bike by then, it depends how I'm feeling. Just remember though, guys, you know, like I said, I'm trying to push this channel. It doesn't matter what bike you ride. Predominantly I am Harley through and through. I wonder if I can use this road to get back down to the reservoir rather than go on the dodgy one. Well, we're going to try, even though there's a car stopped in the middle of the road. Yeah. I think you can, yes, I think you can. I think you just bend it round here. Make for a good shot in the snow, that, wouldn't it? And I'm guessing there'll be some on the higher top if I do go that way back. But it is so nice just to get back. Like I say, I am predominantly a Harley man, but when you do get out of the Tiger, God, that bike does have its uses. And for those of you who are just so anti adventure bikes, and so was I at first, but it come to one of those things where, you know, you're watching other people do these, and it's just to throw the gear on and not bother about the bike no matter what the weather, and have the comfort. Yeah, does it take away riding? Does it? Hell no. Because you can flip any bike around and still have fun on it. But you do, when you get back on the Harley, have that sense of feeling and sense of belonging that you don't get on other bikes. And I think that's what it is with HD. And if it's in your blood, it's always in your blood. So yeah, I mean, like I said, there's a dozen bikes I could easily have in the garage, even down to an old knuckle or something like that to build. I would love that. Time, money, patience and all the rest of it, you know, as well as other makes and models as well. But I can't imagine not ever having a Harley in the garage, put it that way. This would have been bad if the ice was still down. Still a lot of grit around here, so they've actually gritted it, but what a beautiful view coming down to here. This car park's normally busy as hell as well on the right hand side, so I'm not going to pull in there, but it's nice to see the water's back up to the level where it should be. I don't know if you've seen the vlog where I stopped just on the right where these cars are, and that water level was right down at the basin almost. Just along here where all these are. Yeah, water level's definitely back up to where it should be. Fantastic. Bag's looking dirty. There you go, call that salt. All that salt there. Hey, if you don't ride it though, it'll just rot anyway. Not quite a burnout, but I can't see a thing on here. I can see what looks like ice on the road, and where the sun's not been on it, I ain't taking no chances. Look at all that ice there. Very sketchy. But you know me. Pardon me thinking I should have just stuck to the main roads today. Oh, what the hell, we're here now, aren't we? I thought my hands were getting cold, my grips have gone off. That's the only thing, is when you switch the ignition off and back on again, your grips go off, and you forget to switch them back on until you start feeling the cold back in your fingertips. Look at that view, folks. Whoa! People sledging. So we're on the top of HOLME now, and it really has gone bitter. And I'll cross to the Derbyshire border now. Again, careful on these bends, but what a view over the moors there. Wow. If I do end up keeping this 48, there's a few mods that I will end up doing to it. Heavy duty clutch, and probably said to put a set of cams or something in it if I'm keeping it, so gets to the point where you think, what else can I do to this bike? And there's nothing really I can do at the moment apart from chop the back off with a grinder. And you know something? I ain't gonna do that. Whoa, look at this ice. Hey, slow down. Full of MX guys having fun, and why not? Although they've got the proper tyres on for today. Car's going me. Oh, here we go. Look at the ice on there. Anything for a picture? Whee. Well folks, so glad I got out on a day like today. It is absolutely freezing, my hands are cold, yeah, but why waste an opportunity? And normally, as you know, when I come out, it always starts piddling down, raining. Can't swear anymore, remember, on YouTube. But I'll always say it, to have this literally 10 minutes, 15 minutes from my doorstep, just as a little circular run to get out and about, you cannot beat it. And as you know, I'll take this bike out in any weather. So in the 5.5 years I've owned this bike, 13, nearly 14,000 miles. What's that in kilometres for all you kilometre people who always complain that the British talk about everything in miles? Because our odometers read in miles. Simple as that, folks. So with all the miles I've done on this bike has proven to be one reliable bike in all that time. I think I've had one glitch where it's not started, which has proved to be the neutral switch, which is now fixed, and a few sets of tyres. But apart from that, she hasn't let me down. You watch, it won't start now. And apart from flat batteries, she's now on a second battery, which isn't bad in the time that I've owned it. This bike has been one reliable bike, so you can't take anything away from each day. And I know people have had problems. You're just lucky, I think, with what bikes you get. You know, I know people have had a lot of problems with the electrical issues and whatnot on Sportsters, and not just a Sportster model for that fact, but every Harley model out there. In fact, every other bike, every bike will have problems at some point. Okay, so, but for me, she's been a part of my life and riding career now for a few years. Does that stay with me for a lifetime? You tell me, folks. So those MX guys that I passed earlier on, when I pulled in here, the three of them were just heading down the hill, so I managed to, I was going to record them and I thought I'll get a couple of photographs, so I'll just pop them on now. One of them popped a wheelie for me, thank you very much. But yeah, what a day, fantastic, can't believe it. Perfect weather, just a little bit cold. And not one 5-star hotel in sight. And I'll tell you what, there'll be a whiskey waiting for me and a coffee when I get back home, I think. Okay, take it easy. well, that was fun. So that chap there I was just talking to, he's just took his new drone up on its first flight. He's just got the Mavic 3. But anyway, as those of you who watch my channel, you'll know this road well. The downward side to Holme Moss and back to Woodhead Reservoir and then home for me. So get back and rinse this bike off. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this little jaunt today, a little ride out on the 48. It has well been needed. And there's the view of Woodhead coming up. So thanks for coming along for the ride today, folks. Hope you've enjoyed it. Plenty more to come on this channel, especially through the coming months, into the warmer months I should say. God, I can't even speak now, it's that cold. So thanks for coming along for the ride today, folks. If you haven't subscribed to ALCHEMOTO already, now's your chance to do so. Please do hit that subscribe button, click the notification bell, please do like the video and write a comment if you dare. But until the next time, folks, ALCHEMOTO is signing out. We'll see you later.